uh, intro music just stopped working, so it just immediately cut to the podcast. We're live. How's it going? We're back. It's been a good time, good multiverses holiday, right? We've been playing a lot of that.
Yeah.
It's been fun. I'm a little aggravated that the intro music stopped working along with my stream deck. I like pressed the button and then just like nothing happened. Like it's like so I have a screensaver on it, and like so when you press something, it's just going to activate the button, but the screensaver stopped like or it didn't change. So I pressed it again. It's like it's not. So
Right.
it was that was kind of hectic. But hey, we're live. Yeah.
Nice.
Also, just to give a little background information for those watching, some stuff in my room sucks, and the room's like completely uneven. Therefore, my monitor likes to shake if I breathe at all. So I had to put my webcam on a different device that isn't shaking. But the way the angle is, it would show part of my, I'll just call office, that I don't want publicly visible. So I use the green screen. So now I'm green screen.
Perfect.
Yeah, so that's technology for you.
All works out.
Yeah, it all works out. So before we get started, remember to like, comment, subscribe everywhere on the internet. We got the link tree, which has all our socials, including Derek's Twitter, which is gphone71195. Check it out. He posts our gameplay videos on the regular. And he's got some unboxings he's got planned out, so it's gonna be a good time. We got the Discord, the Twitter, like I said, TikTok, Spotify, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, who we have a love-hate relationship with because they like to copyright strike things that are fair use, but whatever. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad about that. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, so to the show. Multiverses finally came out, and we spent money. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Look, we're adults, right? We can make those decisions, and I don't really regret it. I don't regret it.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, it's like a long-term investment with
right.
the founders pack. So like, I can't complain.
And plus the fact that they're like promise, so they give you 30 character tokens, like just like because you can unlock a character through gold or through character tokens, and they give you 30, and there's like 14. There's only 14 characters so far. So like they have a lot. They must have a lot planned.
Oh yeah.
Like and also today, like literally hours before this went live, it was already data mined, unfortunately, because the internet likes to ruin everything. LeBron James was announced, who's coming on July 26th when the game like open beta or true open beta or officially releases, I guess. That's on 26th, and then Rick and Morty, like as one, like basically like a Tom and Jerry situation. That's when season 1 actually starts.
Nice.
But LeBron James isn't voiced by LeBron James.
What?
Yeah, I saw it on Twitter. I'll have to bring it back up, but yeah, I follow the Multiverses channel, and they're like, "Hey, we want to give a big thanks to this voice actor who did LeBron James." I'm just like, I like what? I guess. Oh, here we go. John Bentley.
Why?
He looks very familiar. Yeah. So this is my assumption, right? I think Warner Bros. Owns the rights to animated LeBron James from Space Jam.
But they not
yeah,
actual LeBron James, right?
And I assume they like LeBron James would have been way too much money to pay for voice lines. That's like that's my assumption. Like, why else would they not pick him?
Right.
But it's not that I'm disappointed. I'm not a basketball fan like at all. But was this really the right choice for like the first real character to release for the game? Like, I think it really should have been Rick and Morty.
Yeah. I mean, I understand why, like, because that movie was popular, I guess.
Was it though? I thought well, I don't know. I didn't enjoy it.
It was a terrible review wise, but like, yeah, like did well in the theaters. So
right. Which is all they care about. Which I understand.
Oh my god, it's the voice of Barrett from Final Fantasy VII. That's who's voicing him. What? That's insane. And it's the voice of Son Goku from Naruto. Wow.
Wait, what? Son Goku from Naruto?
Yeah, one of the tailed beasts.
Oh,
He was
okay. I
he's
thought
like
you were
the
mixing it up. Yeah.
Darmanitan looking guy. No, yeah. That's sweet. Okay, that's kind of cool, I guess.
Did you watch his gameplay? He looks like a real nuisance. He literally throws the basketball at you. He's gonna be insane ledge guarder.
Dude, God.
And then we did, well, I'm sorry, what?
I was gonna say, if he's anything like Batman, I mean, Batman's batarang is so annoying, but it's so good.
Yeah, so I mean, he looks interesting. They didn't show anything about Rick and Morty. They showed that like it's announced for season 1. I really
Right.
wish it was just Rick and then just Morty at a later date, or like a different character.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, I understand it; they go hand in hand, but Rick is really his own character, and Morty can be like in a robo suit or in that like there's one I think season 3 where he was like in an actual like anime robot suit and for like a Purge parody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He could just have the buff arm. It'd be like the buff arm Morty.
Or he just that'd be really funny.
Right?
That's funny. Or like or I'd like to see Rick use different dimensions of Morty, like the hammer Morty. Like like
That would be great.
So like I understand why they put LeBron James in. I just don't I don't care for it personally. That's maybe it's just me, but I also don't think there's like a big like what's intertwine not intertwine, I don't know, like intersection between basketball LeBron James fans and multiverses. I could be wrong though.
Right.
I don't know if there is that, but I'm sure. So I also haven't seen anyone like on social media who's like, "Oh, sweet, LeBron James playing the multiverses." You know,
Right. It's just like whatever.
Okay.
I was thinking about it today though. Like we could get like so many characters for this game.
Oh yeah.
Like
Well, I mean, they said they want anyone possible, but then it's probably like
Yeah.
they're like, but not Nintendo.
Right.
They won't allow that.
Anyone's possible except for a lot of people.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I want. I want them to go to Sony and be like, "Hey, we want to revive your PlayStation All Stars, but in our game."
Yeah.
Right?
Do it.
You know, it's like I love PlayStation All Stars. As like as much as everyone dunked on it, love that game. I would love to play Zeus in a fighting game. I'd love to play Kratos. Now that you have Greek, versions too.
Right.
So I don't know. They have such a great opportunity, but we've been playing the game. It's super fun. It really feels like a real Smash contender.
Right.
Like it's just like I just hope it doesn't get too technical where like the pros are like doing like wave dashing and stuff like that. I don't think they can, but I guess it also depends on like if what tournaments are going to be provided. Like is it 2v2 or 1v1s?
I'd assume both, right? Because that's what they do for like Smash and stuff.
Yeah, but 2v2s are always like a side event. It's never like publicized, not like, Evo or anything like that. It's just like a side hustle kind of thing. But this game is like based around 2v2, but I'm so happy that the 1v1s are still like perfectly playable. Like even though everyone has like a support like mechanic to them, it's still like they're still fighters for 1v1s.
Right.
Although like although it just kind of shafts like the actual support class, like Rain Dog. I don't understand him, but like he seems kind of useless unless he's in a 2v2.
Right.
Versus like, Jake, it's like he's a house, literally.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's great.
He's literally a house. And also, surprising no one, apparently Taz is making the top of the OP list for multiverses. Who could have saw that coming?
Right. Of course. Because you just hit side special and that's it.
Tornado, like unbeatable. It's actually stupid. Like how much like armor that thing gets is crazy. It's just and then we fought. I mean, we went against the two of them because they didn't know what they were doing. But then they can turn you to a turkey. It's just a weird time.
Yeah.
But what would you give multiverses so far out of what you played?
Give it like a 6.
Really?
So far?
6?
Yeah. I think it could get better. I think once everything's like out and like flushed with it, I think it'll be good.
I was gonna give it an 8 for where it's at. I mean, I think it could be a lot worse. Like, it doesn't seem boring at all. It's
definitely.
not like, actually has 2v2 online, unlike Smash. You know,
Right.
the battle and the mini battle pass is all right. It might kind of depends on how much the cost of the bigger battle pass, and also actually, I'll give it a 7 just to get played safe. But like, we don't know what the timing for releases are.
Right.
Which could,
Right.
like, if it was like, if it's like one character every 3 months, that might be a problem. That might be too little in 3 months, at least for the first year. Like, it needs a bigger cast than it has right now.
Right. I was saying it the other day. I was like, I already want new characters.
Right.
Just because I feel like it's going to get old really quick.
Right. And I get that, but you got to give them time. And I also want to know if the stages are free. I assume they will be. I can't imagine they're going to charge you for the stage.
I assume that's just in rotation for the online.
I don't, unless they want you to purchase it just purely for, like, what's it called?
Or there is no split screen, so it's only online.
What do you mean?
Right? There's no split screen?
Well, there's no split screen. I mean, there's shared screen.
Right. Like, so you wouldn't have to buy them if they're just online in the rotations, right?
Right. Yeah, that's fair. Huh. Well, either way, very fun. Not excited for LeBron James, but I do want to see how Rick and Morty's going to play. And other than that, I'm just glad it's also complete crossplay and cross progression.
Yeah.
Like that's huge. Definitely needed that. And it's also not on the Switch. Now, we were talking about, like, could it just not handle it on the Switch? What if Nintendo just didn't want it on the Switch?
I mean, that's always a thing, right?
Like,
they don't want to lose sales of Smash Brothers, which, I mean, they never will.
Right. I mean, yeah,
Smash Brothers is so defined, and like the play style of Smash Brothers is so smooth and like flushed out. Like, no game will ever like come close to that.
Right.
So
all they need to say for the next Smash game is just like doubles online.
Right. Say doubles online and then say everyone is here again.
Everyone was invited again.
Yeah.
Or like I said, just make the next Switch backwards compatible and then just keep updating Smash Ultimate.
Right. Just make another season pass. You can do it. I believe in you.
Like, I don't think you need Sakurai at this point. If that's how they were gonna do it, like, unchain him.
Right. Let him free. And then just keep making DLC.
What are you looking at?
I like thought I saw a spider like dropping down from a web, but it was just like dust or something. And I got really concerned that I'd have to burn down the house or something like that.
I thought it would have been like a moth. Then you would have.
Oh no.
No. Yeah. Let's see here. Well, they were looking for that. Oh wait. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. They are separate characters. Morty Smith will join the roster on August 9th. Rick Sanchez will be playable at a later date. Because based on the promotional picture, they were like back to back.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's way better. Good. All right.
So we have a new character every month so far.
Well, we don't know. Oh, wait, yeah. They said September season 1, right?
Yeah. Or no, October season 1, actually.
Oh, really?
So we almost have a new character every month until it like actually releases.
Okay, that's fine. That's cool. And I also like that they like experimented with Iron Giant being so huge. He's not great, but then at least that gives me like hope that King Kong and Godzilla are really going to come to the game.
Right.
Even if they're like not great, it's still I like bad characters who are still fun to mess around with. Not everyone has to be completely competitively viable. Sometimes it's just fun to have to screw around with a giant monster in a fighting game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, so like if you could hope for like specifically one character for this game, like above everything else, for me it's Virgil from Devil May Cry. That's like, or I guess Dante, but I preferred Virgil. That's what I want.
Oh, you're thinking like anything.
Yeah, anything.
I was trying to think like properties that actually Warner Brothers owns.
They said that they want anyone possible, so I'm holding them to it.
I'll keep it real with a property they own. I want either Grim from Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
That'd be cool.
Or Samurai Jack.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I want Uncle Grandpa.
My first thought was like, oh, Gumball would be really cool.
Oh, that'd be cool. I like that. Yeah,
because like that's what I was thinking of the other day. I was like, wow, they own Cartoon Network. That's like hundreds of characters right there alone. Then there's DC. Then there's Warner Brothers movies, Harry Potter,
I was
Lord
reading
of the Rings.
that there's some problem with more like Harry Potter was apparently going to be planned, but then like the talks fell through. They don't own like the complete rights. Like they own the movie rights, but they don't own like the character in other media. Something weird like that. So, but I'm sure that'd be. I'm sure. I think at some point, if the game's big enough, they'll get it. I think maybe they're like, all right, let's go for easy ones.
Yeah.
For now. Let's see. Yeah, all of Cartoon Network's pretty crazy. It would be. I guess they're not gonna get anyone from Nickelodeon because Nickelodeon's not gonna want to like help them out.
Right. They have their own game. I would love to see like Toonami Tom, like the robot guy. I feel like that would be cool.
I would like to see what is his
Cartoon
name?
Network? Courage. I want Courage.
Oh man.
Yeah.
What is his name? What's the guy from the meme like Let Me In?
Oh, Eric Andre.
Yeah, Eric Andre. He's on Adult Swim. So
yeah. Oh, the regular show guys. I'd love to see them.
Mordecai and Rigby.
Yeah.
Dude, they have so many properties. Like
just Powerpuff Girls. Just from Cartoon Network alone. Ben 10. Where is Ben 10? Give him to me.
I don't know how they can do that unless they just make every alien its own character.
Right.
It's like maybe unless they just made the animations really fast where like every like move is a different alien, but that'd be a lot of like
programming that.
Situation program. Yeah, it'd be a pain. I think it makes more sense to just pick the popular ones. Like I'd understand either way. I'd be happy either way.
Right.
No, but really though, let's give us the future Ben where he does fusions. The Biomatrix, yeah, give us that one.
Yeah.
Give us that one. Oh man, I'm just trying to go through like the vault of Cartoon Network.
I
Camp Laszlo.
To look it up. I was thinking Laszlo. That would be great. I mean, they could add like Scooby Doo, obviously. The other Scooby Doo characters.
If I recall, it's like I'm not sure if it's in the code, but it was like
Johnny Bravo, Dexter's Lab. Oh, dude,
it's
Ed and Eddie.
Yeah, no. So it's rumored that Powerpuff Girls, Ed and Eddie, and Scooby are coming at some point. I'm not sure if it was in a data leak, but like they're trying to work on triple characters.
Dude,
which would be pretty nuts.
Codenames Kid Next Door.
Oh my god.
Foster's Home for the Imaginary Friends. They have so much potential.
They're rebooting Foster's Home and some other show. I think it's Powerpuff Girls actually.
Really?
Yeah, they're rebooting them. So yeah, like just Warner Bros. In its own universe can provide games, but I still hope that they go outside and get like at least one guest character a year or something.
Right.
I mean, I can understand why no one from Nickelodeon, even though their game is hot garbage. And then I guess Nintendo, but like go to Xbox, go to PlayStation, talk to them.
Right.
Get Master Chief, Arbiter. Get
Master Chief, Conquer,
Kratos.
Ori,
Conquer.
Kratos.
Yeah, Conquer would be perfect.
Sly Cooper, Jack and Daxter, get them all. Yeah. Make this the like Gumby. Get Gumby.
Oh my God. Wait, they own Gumby?
Gumby's a Warner Brothers property.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Give us a what's her name? Peppa Pig? Peppa Pig? Yeah, give us Peppa Pig. Give us Peppa Pig. And she's like a god.
Harambe, put him in the game. Bring him back.
And like he had a counter where
he's
100%
a support character, and he just sits there and like blocks projectiles.
No. His like support move is he grabs a child and like blocks himself
and drags it across the arena.
Oh man. Like just get us on for your storyboarding, whoever, or like character ideas team. Yeah.
Right.
And then you pay us.
We'll get it sorted for you.
We'll get it sorted out. We'll even do like when everyone should come out. Literally everyone in DC, right? Like all the Batman characters. Joker. It has to be at some point.
Right. It's like all DC. Right. All the Teen Titans, the Justice League,
give
all
me
those
Cyborg.
guys.
I would love to see
Cyborg, yeah. They have so much potential. It's nuts.
Right. So I think 7 it's a good spot for where it's at. I think yours was a little too low. Mine's a little too high, especially where it just is out. Because they do need more content, and I would have liked at least one more stage at the start. But it is what it is.
Yeah. Also, take Taz out of the game. He's not fun. He's not fun. It's not fun to see someone just spam the Cyclone over and over again.
Right. Oh, man. Remember this was years ago, way before the podcast, but we were making like some videos, and we have it somewhere, but like we predicted they were gonna like curse us out on Smash, and then we had to censor it because
oh yeah,
like, oh my god, they said it was just something very vulgar. All right, so yeah, let us know what you think of multiverses if you want to play with us, or what your thoughts are. We'd love to hear it. Oh, we'll go next. Okay, Ubisoft. They're making some moves, and by moves I mean pretty terrible ones.
I don't get it.
they laid off like 100 people. They're buying studios, which is pissing everyone off. It's like, so you just laid off people, but have the money to buy studios, right? And they're canceling projects. They're canceling They canceled Ghost Recon, the battle royale game. Ghost Recon Frontline. See, so I didn't know there was huge backlash for it because apparently it didn't feel like it's not what like Ghost Recon is. I don't know. I feel like that would have been a really good property for a battle royale for Ubisoft.
Right. Who cares?
Right. I'm not really like, I don't know why.
Cares about the integrity of the franchise. It's just a way for them to sell this battle royale. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it was widely negative. Backlash game's reveal and premise was swift and intense. Ubisoft postponed on a planned technical test for Frontline just 1 week after the game was announced. So that was canned. The Splinter Cell VR game, but I like that. I like that they canceled the VR to give us a good Splinter Cell game. I don't know how they could have made a VR Splinter Cell game.
Yeah, I didn't really understand that.
Right.
Like how that would work. It would just be like a first person shooter, right? That's it. Just like a stealth one.
I guess. Doing some weird actions. I get potential, but I don't know. Just give us like, or like, don't come back after like 10 years with a VR game. Like, just give us a real Splinter Cell game, see how everyone likes it, and then branch out.
Yeah.
So they canceled those 2 games at an investors call. Then they delayed Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora.
Right.
And it was pushed to next year or even 2024. Like, I feel like everyone's banking on like Avatar to be insane again, like catching lightning in a bottle twice kind of situation. But I just don't think it's going to be a good video game.
I don't remember anything from that movie, right? There's a guy who can't like walk, right? So he becomes an avatar to like join them.
Right.
And there's something with a tree that they try to cut down for newspapers or whatever they do with trees. 12 years for a sequel, that's insane.
Right.
Like the hype had to have died like instantly. Like what, a year later maybe? Like people stopped talking about it. So I can't imagine who's going to care about the video game unless it's amazing, right? Like unless they absolutely kill it. But I don't know.
Like for Avatar, for myself, I fell asleep for like the first 1 hour and woke up and realized there's another 2 hours. And I was just like, oh my god! Because the first hour was just like he's in a ship, he's crippled, he's sad, and then like maybe 2.5 hours in, he tries to clap Avatar cheeks. So it's just I'm
yeah, they
okay.
like touch their birds or whatever, right? That's how they have sex.
Bird.
Yeah.
Our birds like each other, therefore we like each other. So Ubisoft said, we are committed to delivering a cutting-edge immersive experience that takes full advantage of next-gen technology, as this amazing global entertainment brand represents a major multi-year opportunity for Ubisoft. While this additional development time is a reflection of the current ongoing constraints on production across the industry, we are hard at work to design the most efficient working conditions to ensure both flexibility for our teams as well as strong productivity while delivering the best experiences to players. I just don't believe that from Ubisoft because that hasn't stopped them before.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't cancel Skull and Bones, so they're lying about like quality and stuff. But uh, like Ubisoft has a good track record, right?
Or recently,
like
at least.
say what you will about like Valhalla and Odyssey, like very different from the older Assassin's Creeds. They're still like amazing games. Siege is still like booming.
Right.
They're doing pretty well with that. But like I couldn't tell you the last Ubisoft game to come out, right? Like what was other than Assassin's Creed Valhalla? Like it's been years, right? Since
Ubisoft. Was that the last one?
No, that was out. Or was that after Valhalla? I don't. But right, like even Watch Dogs Legions was two years ago now. At this point.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it came out the year the PS5 and Xbox Series X came out, and that was almost 2 years ago. So.
Extraction. That was the last game.
Oh, right. Which, it wasn't bad, but there wasn't like a lot to it.
Right, right.
So I don't know. Unless they're just going all out on this Avatar game, because they really don't have any other projects, right? It's like the new Assassin's Creed, which I was also reading they had delayed
really?
to next year.
Really?
Or something like that. Yeah, so we won't have an Assassin's Creed game again this year. And then they're doing the Splinter Cell like reboot thing for whatever reason, but at least we'll get a new Splinter Cell game. So there's only 3 games they're working on other than like their live services.
But before Extraction, the last game was Far Cry 6.
Oh, right. I forgot about Far Cry. But even that was really good, apparently. Like I didn't play it.
They've been releasing, like based on what I'm seeing, they've been releasing like one game every year, more or less.
Right.
With the exception of
in
this
the
year.
Past, I feel like it would have been like, a couple.
Oh,
at
no,
least,
definitely.
A handful.
They're doing 2. Remember, they're at a point they're doing 2 Assassin's Creeds a year until it like broke them.
Right.
Yeah. It says. I mean, it's not confirmed, but the unannounced delayed game is believed to be Assassin's Creed Rift.
Yeah.
Which, that's probably like their bread and butter. But I mean, whether we know if it's delayed or not, I know in September they're doing like an Assassin's Creed anniversary stream, and they're like big news for like the next one. Although I thought the next game was Assassin's Creed Infinity, so I don't know what
that's what I thought. Yeah, I don't know what Rift is.
Yeah, it looks like it was supposed to be DLC for Valhalla, but it's turning into a standalone game.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, that's what. Oh, it says here it was confirmed that the delayed game was in fact Assassin's Creed Rift, according to Bloomberg.
Huh.
Apparently, the game is facing new challenges despite the rush to finish it. Yikes.
Yeah, I mean, what can you do?
Oh, and apparently the playtest of Ghost Recon Frontline, they said it was a ripoff of Call of Duty Warzone. Which
that's fine. Warzone does well for as terrible as it is. It does well.
Yeah, it does well. It's like the intense cheating problem every year. The refusal to support the game onto other support Warzone 2 with Warzone 1 content.
Yeah.
They love to screen on that one. They somehow managed to put their incredibly terrible Call of Duty practices into their only Battlefield game or Battle Royale. Battle Royale, thank you. So congratulations on that one. What were we talking about? I hate them.
Yeah, I
hate them.
Ubisoft, I mean, I'm not worried about them. They'll be okay.
Oh yeah, I mean they still release bangers, right? It's just
right, and nothing they do business wise makes sense. Like, are they still doing like the NFT stuff too?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
It just failed, but it's like really bad.
Right, NFTs are a scam. Nobody buy an NFT.
Or buy one at super cheap and somehow flip it for millions. In which case,
right. If you could get one for like $1, just throw $1 at it, and then maybe try and sell it for like $20,000. But actually, other than that, no.
I think now's a good time to tell everyone our new NFT project, Goons Games and NFTs. You can get our hairy butt cheeks as NFTs.
Yes, it's perfect.
All right.
Sign up now, pre-order now, $10,000 down, and you may get a picture. Maybe.
You might.
Not guaranteed.
Yeah, definitely not guaranteed. And we get all the we get all the profits.
Yes. Yeah. And if you resell it, you have to split it 50-50.
Every time it's resold, you have to split it.
I will be on eBay watching as they go for sale. All right.
Good times. Anyway, all right. So I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, I guess I'd categorize this under the gear part, but also the gaming. FCC, which basically controls the internet for the U.S. of A, they are trying to basically quadruple the minimum broadband speed from 25 and 3, which is 25 down, 3 up, to 120 to 100/20, which is 100 down, 20 up. So like 25/3 is abysmal, even for like working class. Like that's like even uploading a document's gonna suck, and that's barely anything.
Yeah.
So I actually believe this is somewhat necessary. I think that especially after COVID and much more of the workforce is converting to work from home, and a lot of places don't have like intense internet because they charge way too much, or it's just too hard to get it out there.
Right.
I understand why they want to bump the minimum to 120, because 100 down, that's really good. Like, I mean, I pay way more than what I just love super fast internet. That's just like, but excuse me, but for like 100 down, that's totally doable.
Yeah.
For like gamers like us, like who actually use a lot of internet, I mean, I could definitely see people like lowering their tier if that's the minimum. 20 upload though, that's barely pass. That's like just passable for like streaming. So
right,
and it still works though. I hope it goes through, but the problem is it could easily be voted down.
Right.
Apparently,
these internet companies are greedy.
Oh yeah,
and they're like, we're just going to make them pay more for that, though.
Internet companies are absolutely terrible. Any internet company that actually puts a data cap, I think data cap should be illegal, but it's just so profoundly stupid. It hurts. Like, oh, you're paying for the service, but we're going to cap you at this amount, even though it actually doesn't change anything for us. We're just doing it to make it harder for you.
Right.
Like, just don't get me wrong. Literally, caps don't make any sense because you could be using like a terabyte of internet a month, and that doesn't directly affect them. It's not like there's a finite. If there was like a limited amount of internet, I would understand, but there's not. So
we're going west. I heard they had some internet.
They got some of the internet. But apparently, in the same letter, they want a future goal of 1 gigabyte down and 500 up. That would be insane. I don't know. See, I don't know if they could do that because you would need, like, you'd have to change out a lot of wiring because old, like, internet speed isn't just like how it is how it used to be, where like it just goes through the electric lines and that's that. Like at a certain point, you need special wiring, like fiber optics and stuff like that, to achieve those speeds.
Right.
So, but that'd be pretty cool. If that was the minimum, like there'd never be like, anyone who's like, oh, I'm having a problem downloading this document. Like the document would be downloaded before you even hit the button.
Yeah.
So I would love this, but we'll see how it goes. There's no promise, but apparently a few months ago from the state, the White House did announce a deal with the internet providers. They provided a low cost broadband internet to nearly 48 million households, which I don't remember at all happening.
Yeah, is that real?
It happened a few months ago. It says here, the White House revealed it reached an agreement with 20 of the largest U.S. providers of internet to provide low-cost and high-speed internet to those undeserved areas. So I'm assuming basically so part of the existing Affordable Connectivity Program, internet providers will now offer $30 monthly plans with speeds of at least 100 megabytes. So it's eligible for $30. Okay. So basically, they wanted it so people, where it was harder to reach internet, the government's giving them like probably subsidies and like tax breaks and stuff like that, so then they go out and provide the the capability to have better internet, because if you're out in the middle of nowhere, it's next to impossible to get these kind of speeds. So I guess the White House is just trying to make it more up to date, which I appreciate. I'm not sure how much it costed, but
Yeah, it looks like it was $30 a month, and you had to meet one of the criterias listed. It's basically if you're in like poverty.
Yeah, poverty. Which
Yeah,
I
if
mean,
the government considers you in poverty, you get to pay $30 for that crazy internet.
so
which sounds like a deal.
I'm not sure if it's an unpopular opinion of mine, but I honestly believe we've hit a point where internet should actually count as a utility. Because if internet was counted as a utility, like a necessity, then I would just do away with mail. But then obviously people would be basically forced in having some kind of computer, which is its own troubles. But I think internet is so integrated into our lives that it's basically needed to survive purely on like jobs.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's like do you need internet to survive? Technically not, like water and whatnot, but do you need it to get a job or apply for things and see stuff like that? Like, yeah, you do now. Like, you don't go to a newspaper ad. That's just how I see it. But God, no. I want to be able to have enough money to freak out. Like, just be like, why, why? Come on. So yeah. So excuse me. Okay. I love this news. I'm so happy about this because I've literally been asking for this for years. Xbox also, PlayStation should be embarrassed, but Xbox can now finally join Discord voice chat. They're now getting like actual Discord app / integration. Now,
finally,
yeah. What I've been advocating for is literally pay Discord to be the voice chat user of everything. Like, do away with Xbox, like the live chat for Xbox. Do away with PlayStation's party chat. Nintendo, tell them this exists.
They'll get it. Yeah. Tell them there's a voice chat that you don't need a phone for.
Yeah.
You could just do it on the system.
And they're going to be like, you're lying. Like, no, you can't actually do it on the system.
That's impossible.
It's impossible. So right now it's in the insider program, so they're working at the the problems with it. But good for them. And apparently they're making it a seamless way to like go from Discord to like in-game chat and like vice versa. But you know how great this would have been years ago when like you and me were disconnected by consoles because you were always PlayStation and I was more Xbox.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like this Discord like basically mastered voice chat, so just leave it to them. But what I want to know is how did PlayStation drop the ball on this? They have a minor stake in the company now.
They announced it was coming like last year, and it still hasn't come.
That's just embarrassing. I don't know what other way. I
don't know what is taking them so long, but. Yeah, I don't get it.
Sony literally bought a chunk of Discord, and they're like, "Great news, everyone! Now your Discord can show you what PlayStation games you're playing." Isn't that awesome? Like, no, we don't. No one cares. Like,
yeah, just add the voice chat.
Like, I don't hop on Discord and be like, "Derek's playing God of War." That's crazy. Like, no one cares. Just we want voice chat. I just don't get it. Like, how did Sony? Because this had to have been in the works for Xbox, at least, for a while now, I'd imagine. So how did Sony buy a chunk of Discord and just not have it yet? Like, when they go up on the priority list? I don't know. This is ridiculous. As a PlayStation user, I'd be pissed, personally. I'd be like, how, like, why? Like, how did this happen?
Yeah.
My only thought is that maybe it was just easier to have on Xbox because they have, like, a integration with Windows, and Windows has Discord as that's like the only way I can like big brain this into why Xbox got it first. But I imagine PlayStation will get it by next year, and then I imagine Nintendo will get it by like 2040.
Guys, have you heard about this thing called Discord? Yeah, nobody uses that anymore, Nintendo. We're on to Yangle. Copyrighted. I'm copywriting that. Anybody who creates Yangle, I'm coming for you. It's mine.
Sure. Okay, I'm glad. Yangle. That's a
Yangle.
Yangle. It's just so dumb. I also not to mention like PlayStation literally has what's it called? The PlayStation Camera, right? That's just what it's called.
Yes and no. Like the PS5 has a camera, but it has like no use right now, other than like streaming.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That like they could have video. You can have video chat like you could easily have, you know, like Xbox doesn't have like a certified webcam. I don't think you can actually. I don't think
Not
it's compatible.
anymore, no.
Yeah. Oh, well, there's Connect.
Connect was great because you could do like Skype calls and stuff on your Xbox. Like that was always cool.
Right.
And yeah, I think with the PS4 you could use the PS4 camera to do like video calls and stuff. But I don't think they have that for the PS5. I don't really know.
Excuse me. Man. All right. So, well, I just think it's embarrassing. Sony dropped the ball despite owning part of the company.
Yeah.
Also, keep in mind that Xbox literally was in talks to buy Discord.
Oh yeah.
Which is like, I think was a major L. I don't like. You should have thrown the money at Discord. I don't know if it was like a loss, but everyone uses Discord, you know, and you could have just take their technology or just and completely replace Xbox party chat. But that's just my 2 cents on it. So, okay. Let's see. Ooh, okay. This is more interesting news. Not really good news, but so since Russia is basically just banned from Earth, they're now looking to fund their own national game engine. I believe we talked about this before, but it was like more rumored.
Right.
And it was like now it's confirmed that they're now working on a national game engine because no video game company is putting their games into Russia.
I mean, I was like, is that conflict still going on?
Yeah.
Okay. I've heard like nothing about it.
Every couple days, I think
they're still just like in a stalemate.
It's not a stalemate. Russia's winning. They're just like they're slowly taking cities. Like,
oh,
it's not as fast as they would like, but it's literally. I mean, it's gonna happen, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But you know, like literally, Unity and AMD and Nvidia they will not sell in Russia. No one wants to sell in Russia anymore from this, right?
Right.
So Russia, I guess, they're making their own unified game engine, like government formed game engine. Which I mean, it makes sense. I would expect something this like from China, you know, because they're super controlling. So it makes sense that Russia would also do it, where that way they can easily control like all aspects of a video game.
Right.
Yeah, they're in deep talk. There's deep talks with the Ministry of Digital Development to fund an alternative to game engines like Unity and Unreal Engine. In the wake of Western tech exodus from Russia, let's see. The Russian government has talked up its plans for digital sovereignty for a while now. So even they want to just be cut off from everyone else. Basically, North Korea.
Right.
They just want to be the next North Korea, where it's just like, oh, we don't want. Because I know there's like laws there where for like misinformation laws. So like, you know, if there's like a video that like Russia is, you know, being meanies and invading, you know, Ukraine for bad things, it's misinformation. So they get, you know, they go to the gulag.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Right. And they don't have like Facebook and stuff over there. They have like their own thing.
I
forget what it's called. But,
yeah.
But it's like severely monitored, and like if you post something they don't like, they take you. You're not seen again. So
hey, what do you want to do today? Well, I'm super cold. There's no video games, and you know, life is terrible. So I don't know.
He said something bad. Take him down.
No, please, my ruples. Yeah. So I mean, it's gonna happen one way or another. So you know, I feel bad for the people in Russia that have to deal with it.
And I'm surprised they even care, right? Like I guess video games are a big deal over there.
Yeah, no, they're still a big deal. Every game goes to Russia. I mean, like every big AAA goes to Russia. Like especially the first person shooters.
Right. I guess it's to help like their economy too, right?
How many zeros are in a billion?
100,000 million billion. 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, okay. If it said it's true, which was what all right. So they want to put 1 billion rubles or acquire billions of rubles over many years to make this game engine and everything about it. So to compare to the US dollar as 0.017. So that is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, $17 million.
I feel like that doesn't, in the grand scheme of things, I feel like that doesn't sound like a lot, right?
Thousands, 10,000, 100,000, millions. Yeah. So yeah, over years. Yeah. So I mean, like, I guess it depends on what they're, like.
Well, I guess their economy is like dead right now too, right?
Or yeah, I mean the exports are just,
Everything.
or imports. Yeah, imports. Their imports.
Imports
are, just,
are non-existent.
Yeah, non-existent. Right. It's like, okay, today we're eating snow, and tomorrow you're eating more snow. That's just
Right.
like, not to make light of a serious situation. I feel bad for the people and the gamers there. They're just completely cut off. Like games are, McDonald's literally shut off service. Like they pulled out. That's how bad things are.
McDonald's is gone. Starbucks is gone. There's a bunch of like chains that are gone, like Adidas and Nike. Like,
and some of them were like they're literally deal with it.
Right. There's literally like nothing chain wise or like a company outside of Russia is not there anymore.
Right. So it sucks. I'm sure, once they're their own like continent, because they're going to kick themselves off of the,
right. They're going to hacksaw their way out and just like float up or something.
Right. Exactly. At least they'll have their own video games.
Yeah.
Woo, good for them. They did it. All right. Unity CEO. Did you read this or hear? I've been hearing about this a lot over the past few days.
I haven't seen anything about this.
Oh, really? Okay. So there was like an interview with the CEO of Unity, and he was asked about like what do you think about monetizations and like how games like aren't like monetizing themselves. He literally, I don't have to make this an explicit, but he literally said, those the developers who don't consider monetization are fucking idiots. Like he not, that's not like sugarcoat. He's like verbatim said that, and then later apologized. He's just like, oh, I made a mistake. It wasn't the right thing to say.
So wait, why?
He also tweeted out clickbait out of full context. Deeply sorry if what I said offended any game dev. Absolutely love the people that make games. Creative hard work. #Unity. I'm going to start with apology. My word choice was crude. I am sorry. I am listening, and I will do better.
Oh, so he's saying if you're not thinking about monetization during it, so like how to make money off of it,
like microtransactions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like, I mean, obviously developers consider like, how to not brand the game, how to market the game and whatnot and stuff like that. But they're referring to microtransactions, loot boxes, all that crap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he said that said in an interview with PocketGamer.biz, because an ill-considered payment model can tank what would otherwise be a successful game. Ferrari and some other high-end car manufacturers still use clay and carving knives, Ortel said in the reference to developers who resist monetization efforts. It's a very small portion of the gaming industry that works this way, and some of those are people my favorite people in the world to fight with. They're the most beautiful and pure, brilliant people. There's also some of the biggest fucking idiots. And then he got like Twitter bombasted.
Right.
Which, I mean, yeah, you basically called a lot of game devs idiots, so you're going to kind of piss a lot of people off on that one. Make successful product, and I don't know a successful artist that doesn't care about what their player thinks. Yeah, so yeah, that's basically the gist of it. And then he went on to an apology tour. He wrote out this like paper-long tweet. It says, Goon Games and Gear is the best podcast ever. Totally followed them. Unrelated to that, though, I'm sorry for what I said. I want to talk to you both about what I said in an interview. I'm a follow-up tweet. I'm going to start with an apology. I'm sorry. My word choice was crude. I am sorry, and I am listening. I will do better by following Goon Games and Gear, the podcast. Most of that wasn't paraphrased, so... What I can do perhaps is provide more on what I was thinking when I did the interview. What I would have said if I had taken greater care. First, I have a great respect for game developers. Okay, that's good. Second, one thing I have seen is that most game devs work incredibly hard and want people to play their game, to enjoy it, and when appropriate for players to engage deeply. The games I've worked, no, everyone knows that. Third, sometimes all a game developer wants is to have a handful of friends enjoy the game. Art for art's sake and art for friends. Others want player money to buy the game or game items so they can make a living. Both of these motivations are noble. Okay. What I was trying to say, and clearly failed at saying, is that there are better ways for game developers to get an early read on what players think of the game, to learn from the feedback, and if a player wants to adjust the game based on this feedback. It's a choice to listen, act, and just listen. Again, both are very valid choices. Okay, so to that point, while I understand what he's saying, that like I don't relate that to what he said at all. Like originally,
Yeah,
you know,
that's like completely different from what he was saying before.
it's like imagine if someone asked, like it's like what do you think of dogs? If for some reason I was just like I hate dogs, and then I later said, oh, I didn't mean I hate dogs. I just meant I hate cats who lick me. Like what? Like,
Right.
well, that doesn't really relate to what you originally said in your apology. If I had been smarter in choosing my words, I would have just said this. We are working to provide developers with tools so they can better understand what the players think, and it's up to them to act or not based on this feedback. Yeah, but what he said was that they're idiots.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's like that's what he should have said. But what he said was that you guys are idiots for not wanting to monetize. I don't know. This
He just like handled it the wrong way, because I don't think what he said is wrong, right? He just said it like terribly. Yeah. I mean, he just like, I don't know. He just like biffed it. He
it's not that I think he biffed it. I think he said what he truly thought. Like,
right.
He said
exactly.
He said the quiet
and
part.
Nobody wants to hear that, right? Like all these people on the internet are gonna cry about it because you know they can't handle the truth and everybody has to be PC and all that stuff. But like he's right. You know, we see it. We talk about it all the time. EA, Ubisoft, all of these guys, all they care about is money. Nobody cares about a good game anymore.
Right.
You know, like that's all it is a money game.
Like I see both like parts of the or both sides of the coin. I like in a very weird way. I mean, if he didn't apologize, I actually would have respected him for saying what he said. You know, like the quiet part.
Right. But he's not wrong.
He's not.
It's the problem. Is like you can't be mad at him for saying exactly what he said, right? Like the message behind it, because he's not wrong. But the way he said it definitely is like, okay, you probably could have presented it a little better.
I agree with that. Like he said it way too crude. If he's like, I think if he said, I think developers need to take a lot more time in developing their monetization practices versus not having any idea before the game releases. You know, that also says the same thing as what he thinks, which is game devs are idiots when they don't think about that. You know, it's
exactly.
Like, same thing, just different wording, nicer.
Right.
Like, you know, but again, he backtracked on it. I mean, honestly, he had to, right? I'm sure he probably would have lost his like spot if he didn't apologize in some way.
As a CEO, he had to have like clarified.
It's like, you know, he said the quiet part out loud, but he's not wrong. Unfortunately. Like, I mean, if you're making a game, you really should think about that stuff. How you're going to monetize it, you know? Like, are there going to be loot boxes? Are there going to be, you know, battle pass and stuff like that? That's just what the age we live in now. Like, it's very surprising when I see games like Stray, the cat game, where it's like it's just a you know, artistic experience. Good for them, you know.
Right.
I respect it. It's just like
it's not the. It's not saying that there's not games that don't do it anymore, right? Like, you know, like God of War or like Horizon, or, you know, like there's single player experiences that come out at $60, $70, whatever the new norm is. And, you know, that's it. They don't get DLC. They don't get anything. If they get something, it's like a free update for a hard mode or a photo mode or whatever, quality of life stuff. But like 9 times out of 10, any live service online game, you know, unfortunately, there's single player games that are now transitioning to it, like Skate, you know, is becoming a live service.
You kind of have
series.
That's like the world we live in now.
Right. Exactly.
It's so hard. It's so hard to have like just a because all prices are increased everywhere, from salaries to budget to you know how to make a game. So I understand when they transition to live services. But then you have games like God of War that don't need to because they're just so good by themselves. And if they made it into a live service, it'd be terrible.
Right. Or like anything Nintendo does. You know, Nintendo doesn't know what a live service is. They don't know what a cell phone is. They're still using rotary phones at the headquarters or whatever.
I had to contact them.
I messed up. I gotta hang up. Start again.
I had the finger in the 7 slot. Damn it. All right. There's an earthquake. You know, like, oh crap. But yeah, so it's like I see why people are mad, but we're also saying the quiet part aloud is that he's not wrong. It's just how he said it was wrong.
Right.
as a
Nobody wants to
CEO
face the truth about what the real like game industry is.
as
Or
a CEO,
at least the big guys.
like
Right.
he probably is forced to say this kind of stuff, like to
Right.
like PC whatnot. But if he was like retired and said this, I don't see
Right.
him making
Everybody
fun.
would laugh.
Right.
Right. Everybody like, oh, that's funny.
So, yeah. I was gonna say, in regards to like all this stuff, I didn't realize this, but did you know the Modern Warfare 2 remaster they did was like $20 on release?
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and then keep that in mind because then Last of Us is $70. But don't worry, there's now unlockable clothing.
Yeah. They also announced like a permadeath mode and stuff for Last of Us, like the remake. And I forget what the other thing was.
I still don't think it should be $70. I know everyone's going crazy for the accessibility options, but that could have just been an update.
Yeah, and I have a feeling they're gonna drop the price because of all the backlash.
I don't think so. I think they know how stupid popular that game, like the Last of Us is. So like,
right?
Because I don't think anyone's saying they're not. Well, yeah, no, maybe I can see it both ways.
Right.
But like, I just think it's dumb that they're like taking the time to put like new clothing on them, like that you can unlock. Like, okay, like,
that's really... like they got to make it worth it, right?
I guess.
So they're gonna put in as much as they can.
Well, if there's no multiplayer, then whatever. It just pisses me off every time I think about it. I just want to mention it. Excuse me. So, moving on. Okay. All right. This is really interesting. This makes me appreciate Steam. So, there's a Steam Deck competitor that's trying to release called the GPD Win Max 2. Fire the marketing dude who named that. And they're trying to. They're having talks with Steam to get the Steam OS on there. Now, Steam has openly said they want to talk to people about adding Steam OS to their devices. So
right.
I'm sure it will go through. But like for Steam, this is a total win-win, right? It's like, all right, if we have Steam OS on there, that means we're going to get the purchase, like the kickback from purchases. And also, they got to pay us to have the operating system. If they say no, then people are still going to go on Steam and, like people are still going to use Steam on these things and buy our game.
Right.
So, but I would love to see more devices with Steam OS. I honestly think we're gonna get to a point where they're gonna go back to Steam machines. I think they're gonna learn their lesson and realize they made too many customization options, which is like the whole downfall of it because you didn't know exactly what you were buying. They're gonna make like a actual Steam machine that is a PC and has Steam OS, but purely for gaming.
Right.
Or it's more for gaming anyway. So
yeah, they 100% should do it.
Right. Yeah, the Steam machines failed, but because it was just way too confusing. Steam OS they had big picture mode on there, but it wasn't actually Steam OS, which also made things bad. But now they actually made their own operating system.
Right.
But this Win the GDP Win Max 2 just call it like the Win Max 2 or Win, I don't know. Like why does the Gotham Police Department have to do with this device? Someone tell me why they're making this. That's the only thing I think of with GPD.
Yeah.
The Gotham Police Department. Like, is it Batman certified? It's like, I'm not sure if you're looking at the article I am. Like, if this is actually what they're selling, it's interesting. It's like
it's cool.
Like a mini laptop.
I kind of like it. Yeah, with like thumbsticks on it.
Right. I like it because that means that you could play like actual keyboard games, but the keyboard looks really small, so your fingers would be cramped.
Right.
And then I think in the middle is actually a touch bar or like a
touchpad, the mouse pad.
So I like competition. I like variety. I like that this could be an option. I don't think it's to be comfortable. Especially because it's flat surfaces, and we've learned anything from the Switch, where the Joy-Cons, it's not actually comfortable. So, let's see. GDP had a reply to a backer who asked about Steam Deck support or Steam OS. Appreciate your for your support. as earlier of March this year, Valve contacted us about cooperation proposal. So Valve reached out to them, which is cool. But for this cooperation, Valve needs to match the appropriate Steam OS system for our 6800U handheld. We need to provide the device to Valve official, and Valve has to improve the Steam OS for 6800. This process may take half a year. I mean, so that's cool that Steam's like, hey,
Yeah.
like that part's really interesting that they reached out. Gabe's like, I like this device. Let me help you. Oh, it's like, raises from the ground like the god he is. Steam OS.
This thing's like $1,300, by the way.
Yeah,
Did you see that?
but I'm looking at the specs, and
the specs are insane.
i7 16 or 32. I mean, 16 you're perfectly fine with this. A 1 terabyte or 2 terabyte SSD starting at 1,300. If the bare minimum is an i7. I'm not an AMD fan personally, but let's just go with the AMD Ryzen 7, an i7 mobile processor, which is kind of different, and then 16 gigabytes of RAM, which is perfectly, and then 1 terabyte SSD, 1,300. If you had zero plans of like video editing or like legit web browsing, but you want a pure, awesome, portable gaming experience, I would go for it.
Right. Doesn't say anything about the graphics though.
Well, the AMD Ryzen 7 is the graphics card.
Oh,
yeah.
Why would you choose that or the Intel Core 7 then?
I'm sorry. Well, okay, I'm gonna cut out that part because I look like an idiot. All right, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a good point. It has 2 million crowdfunding. You can theoretically install Steam OS works. Isn't optimized, so you could still install Steam OS, but it's not like it's not
made for it.
Right. And they say they can promote our product on the Steam official website. We will agree to. Wait, hold on a second. Gotham Police Department later replied in the same thread. I'm sorry, I just found that funny. But Valve contacted it to consult if we are interested in the built-in Steam OS system and said that they can promote our product on the Steam official website. We will agree to this cooperation. We think this cooperation will be the best. So the problem I have with that phrasing is they didn't use the word if. So they said if they can promote our product on Steam official website, we'll agree to cooperate. But it just says they can promote our product. Like two different things, two different meanings. So I'm not sure if they meant to put an if or not.
Right.
Valve told Gaming on Linux it is excited to eventually make Steam OS available for all devices, including handheld PCs manufactured by other companies. But no news announced related to the Gotham Police Department. So, well, I mean, at least it means they have plans to put Steam OS on other devices, which every mobile gaming device should have. Not Nintendo, obviously.
Right?
Like everyone should have, Steam. Like I'm sure Steam will make it well. I don't think they can make it the best for their own device, but it makes they know their own operating system better than anyone else.
Yeah.
I'm very curious on what the screen resolution is on these like little laptop. I don't even know what to call it. It's like it's a laptop, but like you said, with like analogs.
Yeah, I just want to see what like the graphics are going to be like on this thing.
But I also want to know if like there's USB ports. I'm gonna imagine that's like a 1080 screen, but it's definitely like I don't know. All I know is that it had to fold in on itself, which I think is a pretty cool idea.
Right.
Then, you don't want to have to scratch the screen and stuff like that. So, would I buy one? Probably not. I still want a Steam Deck, and I just got my email for like, hey, do you still want to reserve it? And I'm just like, no.
No.
I mean, I want to, Steam. I do. Like, what are you doing to me? Why now? Because like I really want it and even have it like as like an item that I cherish, but I just know I'll never use it to its full power.
Right.
That's what happens when you're an adult who doesn't travel and is fat. Yeah. No, I'm just not. I'm out of shape. What can I say? Anyway, moving on. I don't play Magic the Gathering. I'm not sure. Have you played Magic the Gathering?
Not since like high school, college.
I never really gave it a chance. But so they have this thing called the Secret Lair, which I guess it's more like crossover cards where it has the same effect as an original card, but has like third. In this case, it's Fortnite. So it's like the Plains card. I don't know what that means. Island, swamp, mountain, forest. Well, do you know what those are? Like,
They're like locations
okay,
in the game, but they're like lands. So
okay, that's okay.
like in order to do stuff in the game, you need lands. It's like your mana,
Okay, okay, okay.
basically.
Yeah, so like they replaced that with like with Fortnite art. And then I'm not sure about the other ones though, where it's like the cube battle bus. Like these are actually Fortnite names, but I assume the effects are from something else. Like the cube legendary artifact. Search your library for a permanent card, put it into your battlefield, then shuffle.
Yeah, they're like spells and stuff. It
Okay,
looks like.
okay. I mean, I imagine are these legal?
I think you can use these. Yeah,
See, I think it's pretty. I remember there was one with Street Fighter. I thought that was pretty cool.
there was one with Street Fighter. They did one with Arcane, which was cool.
Oh, okay.
They did one with Godzilla like way back. They do these all the time.
Oh yeah, Warhammer 40,000, Lord of the Rings are also on the way.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, apparently they call it the Universes Beyond Initiative. Hey, all power to you. I love alternate card arts. I'm a sucker. What can I say?
Yeah.
I like alternate cards on my cards.
The Godzilla ones were really cool.
Oh, there's
I remember
Godzilla ones?
the lands were just like normal scenic areas, right? So it was
Uh-huh.
like it's like mountain, grasslands, like stuff like that. But it would just be like Godzilla walking across them and stuff like that. But then they had like Godzilla as monsters and stuff like
Oh
that.
my
so,
god.
yeah,
These are
they do
so
they do some
cool.
really cool ones. Yeah.
Wow, these are so cool.
And you know how much they are now? Probably I'm gonna lowball $1,200.
Really?
I'd say.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I see one on like on used TCG. It just says $5.50. 2009 Magic the Gathering Godzilla King of the Monsters Shrine. But these are so cool. They're all the monsters, like the Space Godzillas, the King Ghidorah, King of the Cosmos, Redan, Titan of Winged Fury.
Oh, it's all about the code, so you could play it online. Because I think they come with
Oh.
the online codes.
Oh,
But actually, I found the whole set for $60. I might buy that.
that's
They're
pretty
just
cool.
cool.
Oh my god, the Mecha Godzilla one, so great.
Yeah.
That is so cool. He's just shooting all his missiles like at the same time. Uh, I'm a Magic the Gathering. Goodbye, Legends of Runeterra. Hello, Magic. Hello.
I'd love to play again.
I love locals. Nah, I like Runeterra too much. It's like the best card game I ever played. I'm just not a big fan of the Star Guardian event that's going on. All right, and then lastly, so it's kind of funny. We talked about it like off stream. Like we were having the Dragon Ball Breakers. We're like,
Yeah.
and then like they finally came out with a new trailer with a release date that Frieza's going to be in the game. I think this game is going to die from lack of players after a month because I don't know what their long term plan is. So let's just say, oh no, continue.
I was gonna say the cover art showed the three baddies. It's Boo, Frieza, and Cell.
Right.
So that those are the options. Unless they're adding, like I don't know, cooler.
Yeah, there's some options, but it's like
Right.
like
Raditz, I guess, but like that's dumb.
no, but even then they can't because it's like these characters. The whole point of this game is like they have stronger forms, and then they do
Right.
more power, and then once they reach like final capacity, just they just win. But like Raditz doesn't transform. I mean, he turned into a great ape, but they're not going to do that.
Right.
It's just like
Cooler at least has transformations.
he has one, but we never seen his base form.
Right.
Like I can't think of them. Like the main DBZ baddies have transformation. That's always their gimmick. But like outside of that, they really didn't have. Other characters didn't have multiple transformations, or at least villains, because most of them were movie villains, and it just had like one form. You could do Broly.
Right.
He technically has 3, but I just don't see how this game survives long term. At least Dead by Daylight has crossover events and original ideas. I don't think they're gonna have original ideas for this.
No.
I'm not trying to. I want it to succeed. Don't get me wrong, but I just I don't see its viability.
No. I where was I think it's on the Bandai store. They have like a special edition of the game.
Oh,
That
really?
sounded really cool, but I don't get this game still. I don't understand like what they're trying to do with it
It's like it's
long
a Dead
term
yeah,
wise.
It's a Dead by Daylight clone, which could have worked in theory if there was going to be more support for the game. Unless they have something in their pocket that they're, but I can't think of it. Like they're not going to do original villains. So I don't know what else they could possibly do.
Special edition comes with like nothing. Oh, there's the limited edition comes with a Cell shell figure. It's like his like
larva form.
Skin. It's like his skin that like what's it called when a snake like molts, right? Is that the word?
Yeah, yeah.
Takes its skin off. That's what you get. You get that.
And
that's it. That's all you get. You get slapped in the face.
And you get robbed.
Yeah, I mean good luck, Bandai. You know,
and it comes to the Switch.
It's a risk, but you know, maybe it'll pay off. There's a lot of Dragon Ball fans out there that might keep that game alive.
I guess that's possible. Let's see. Special edition available for pre-order physically and digitally at a later date. It'll contain full game as well as a special edition pack and a customizable costume, the two-handed good victory pose, and the dragon vehicle skin. Pre-orders will also unlock the Android 18 Transfer and Scouter Blue accessory. Limited edition will exclusive to the Bandai Namco store. In addition to this sort of content, limited edition will have a steelbook, 3 Raider stickers, the Cell shell figure, as well as the Patara green in-games accessory, which is timed exclusive Bandai Namco store. Standard inclusion will be FU, you just get the game. I mean, like as a DVD fan, the steelbook's cool. I don't know about the stickers, and as much as I love seeing Cell's skin fall off.
I don't think I'd buy it. I'll pass on this one.
I'll pass on this one, but Xenoverse 3, I'm ready. Give me the Xenoverse 3.
Yeah.
Oh, and before we go, because that was the last article, but I was reading that apparently at Comic-Con, Marvel announced like an actual Infinity Stone set, but it's like worth like $22,000.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It's made of like rubies and emeralds and stuff. It looks nuts. I mean,
there's like Infinity Gauntlet too, but that's so unfair. Like,
right?
Obviously,
it's just some super cool. Some millionaire's gonna buy it.
Some super hardcore fan. Like, okay, like I don't know. I just thought that was stupid. I understand why they do it, but I don't know. It just kind of pissed me off.
Yeah.
All right, let me check. Okay, well, I actually can't check it because it's disabled because my Stream Deck is disabled. But that's the show, guys. There's no outro music because I don't know. Technology sucks sometimes. It always changes settings on us all the time for our podcast. It's so dumb.
I don't get it. I don't get the
So
world.
remember, like, comment, subscribe, literally everywhere. We're growing slowly but surely on YouTube, despite it hating us for fair use reasons. We got the TikTok, the Instagram, which we're getting, some followers there, the Facebook page, the Discord, which would be cool to talk to you guys. We'd love that. Make our dreams come true. Podcast literally everywhere. Rate us 5-star, preferably 1 stars. Don't do that, but preferably 5 stars. The TikTok, and you catch the VOD on Spotify, and you'll see our beautiful faces, and also on YouTube. So
rate us everywhere: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever you listen.
Yeah, literally wherever you listen, even if it's from like someone on the street who's just like verbatim shouting what we say.
Yeah.
So have a good one, guys. We'll see you on the next time of Goons, Games, and Good, Cool Dudes.
Good douche. Goodbye.
And that was the Facebook stream. But now you guys, the YouTube.
The after party.
The after party. Yeah.
YouTube where you see our true colors.